Okay, so we were talking about, as funny as it sounds, that the science fair volcano eruption is in some way similar to the real thing.
Yeah, it really is. A good analogy for how a volcano works is what happens if you take a bottle of champagne and you shake it up and you pop a cork off of it, right? Because the champagne, it's bottled under pressure, and because it's at high pressure, the carbon dioxide stays dissolved in the champagne. When you pop the cork off, you've suddenly decreased the pressure, and all the gas bubbles come out of solution, and they expand, and they drive a jet of champagne that fountains out the top of the bottle. And volcanoes behave pretty much the same way. In the volcanic case, the gases that are dissolved are mostly water and carbon dioxide both, and they're dissolved in the magma or molten rock. And when that material is stored at pressure deep inside the earth, the pressure is pretty high, so the gases stay dissolved. But when the magma starts to move towards the Earth's surface, the pressure decreases, the gas comes out of solution, and you get the same thing. The bubbles expand, and you drive this explosive jet of frothy material out the vent of the volcano. So it's a very similar thing. And there's a really good demonstration that people do a lot now that involves using a bottle of soda water and the candy Mentos. And the reason that works so well is that because the club soda is still cold when you open it, a lot of those gases stay in there. It'd be different if it was hot like magma. They wouldn't be able to stay dissolved. But as long as it's cold, the CO2 is still dissolved. When you drop the Mentos candies in, it causes the gas bubbles to nucleate on the surface of the candy, and it makes an explosive kind of formation of gas bubbles that causes the club soda to just come jetting out the top of the bottle. So it's a really great analogy for thinking about how volcanoes work and why they erupt.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. That's sort of like what they do in the science fair. Volcanoes use something similar.
It's a very common demonstration that you see now. The Mentos volcano. You can find instructions on the web on just how to do it.
Have you done it?
Yeah, I have. In fact, we did a couple of years ago for the 30th anniversary of the Mount St. Helens eruption. One of my colleagues organized a large-scale demonstration of that out in the circle out front of our building here, where a number of people with large bottles of club soda set these up, and we had a whole ring around the circle with these fountaining volcanic jets coming out of the bottles.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Sure, you're welcome.